so close to Topanga and Topanga Village, but also the fact that this major thoroughfare is not going to be passable anytime soon.
All right, that was our Susan Hirasuna reporting from Topanga Canyon and the devastation there, all thanks to the Palisades fire. We're up and over Skyfox now. This is the Sunset Fire that's erupted in the Hollywood Hills. This is the newest fire to erupt. There are several flanks to this one, and obviously the winds, the #1 driver of those flames, are a huge problem, as now we're zooming in down below and you see a bunch of emergency crews out there. Mandatory evacuation orders are in place, and this is what makes fighting these fires so difficult in the Hollywood Hills. These roads, Alex, are so tight and they're so narrow. It's hard just to even get by, depending on what road you're on.
I want to do this live. If you can hear me, please type in a comment section. I know I have a bunch of friends in California, and if you can just type below, let me know where you guys watching from, and let's be praying for all over California family and friends, because they definitely need prayers. So here, further update I'm going to bring you from the channel. So there we go.
But when you drive up there, I always think, would I want to live here? But then what happens if there's a fire? Because for a lot of these homes, it's kind of one way in and one way out. And this is that sort of scary nightmare scenario that you worry about if you're in the Hollywood Hills. Not that I could afford the homes. That's a whole other discussion. But now as we look at our city, and you can only imagine what it must be like flying into LAX tonight, because if you're approaching from the air, you see fire in all different directions in Southern California tonight, and now the Hollywood area is impacted. Let's talk about the firefight, how the weather is playing a role in all of this. Adam Kruger has been tracking the weather for us, and Adam, because of the weather tonight, which is different than last night, it's a very different firefight.
Yeah, different, better, but not good. Let's say it like that. We have still very dry air, still gusty winds, just not quite as extreme. But let's back it out, and I promise we're going to get to a wind forecast in a moment here. I'm going to spend several minutes on what's happening with the weather. We've done a lot of like micro scale stuff. This spot, this spot, this spot. Let me show you more of a macro view of what's just broadly going on across our area, because I know if you're watching, it can get a little overwhelming just with everything we have happening. So we have several fires we're obviously monitoring. What you're looking at right here is a map. You see a lot of this is generally north of Los Angeles. And then not only do we...
Right now, we are all concerned, and we definitely need to be praying for California. And if we can share this video with your family, friends, and also be checking on people, post it on your Facebook, prayer for California, because California can use urgent prayer right now, because what is happening, there's tons of homes, millions of dollars of homes are being burned. And I think Trump tried talking to the governor Newsom to, like, he was talking about earlier on the water, and he would not like sign a bill or something like that. But Trump knows it, and because of the differences, so we definitely need to be praying for California. So here, the rest of the news.
The border of the Brentwood area, and then as we come in, I want to come in closer to Santa Monica if we can, because you'll see the borders now of the evacuation zone. So we've got the reddish, kind of pinkish color. That is the evacuation order. That's mandatory, and that changed this afternoon. It got extended into more of Santa Monica. So now kind of southeast or down the coast of San Vicente, including up to, if we come in a little bit closer, I believe to Montana. And then from Montana, from the coast up to 11th Street. So that's an area that was new today that has a mandatory evacuation order. Then you see the yellow spots. Those are evacuation warnings, and I'll remind you that means that it's not mandatory, but in terms of the ready, set, go, go would be the order, the red, set, meaning kind of get ready to go if needed, would be in yellow. So you have the option to evacuate. It's suggested if you can, you should. And those yellow spots could potentially turn into mandatory red evacuation orders. And so that includes more parts of Santa Monica as well. All right, let's back it out now. Let's go look a little farther east up to the Eaton fire. Let's do that. We're going to skip over the sunset fire in a moment. So here's the Eden fire, which is now more than 10,000 acres. Again, this is a massive area right here. You see the large burn scar, and then you see the large area with the evacuation order and the evacuation warning. The warning goes all the way down to the 210.
I will definitely tell all of our friends and family, be praying for California. California needs urgent prayer. Whole Hollywood is right now, Hollywood Boulevard is torched, and definitely lots of prayers needed. So thank you so much for watching. I will come up back with you with more updates. Thank you so much. And